Taylor Swift, the 34-year-old singer, is telling everyone who she wants to be president. The 34-year-old singer went on social media right after the presidential debate between Harris and former President Donald Trump, which aired on Tuesday, September 10th, to announce her support. In her Instagram post, Swift wrote, "Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country." She continued, "Recently, I was made aware that AI of me falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth." Swift then openly endorsed Kamala Harris, saying, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos. I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ+ rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades." Taylor Swift said she looked into things carefully before deciding who to support. She also told people who've never voted before that they should sign up to vote. She said, "I've done my research and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it's much easier to vote early. I'll link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story." She ended her post saying, "With love and hope, Taylor Swift, childless cat lady." Kamala Harris will face off against former President Trump, the Republican candidate, in the election on November 5th. President Joe Biden originally planned to run for re-election, but he withdrew in July due to concerns about his age and supported his vice president as the Democratic candidate. In the 2020 presidential election, Swift backed Biden, telling V Magazine that October, "The change we need most is to elect a president who recognizes that people of color deserve to feel safe and represented, that women deserve the right to choose what happens to their bodies, and that the LGBTQIA+ community deserves to be acknowledged and included." Swift also supported Harris at that time. She mentioned on social media, "So apt that it's come out on the night of the VP debate," referring to her endorsement. "Gonna be watching and supporting Kamala Harris by yelling at the TV a lot." After years of staying away from politics publicly, Swift first spoke out in 2018 as the midterm elections were nearing. She explained on Instagram that October, "In the past, I've been reluctant to publicly voice my political opinions. But due to several events in my life and in the world in the past 2 years, I feel very differently about that now. I always have and always will cast my vote based on which candidate will protect and fight for the human rights." In her 2020 documentary, Miss Americana, fans got to see a private discussion Swift had with her team about speaking out on political issues. She told them, "I need to be on the right side of history," before she shared her statement. Reflecting on this decision in a January 2020 interview with Variety, Swift said, "Every time I didn't speak up about politics as a young person, I was applauded for it. It was wild. I said, I'm a 22-year-old girl. People don't want to hear what I have to say about politics." She continued, "This was a situation where, from a humanity perspective and from what my moral compass was telling me I needed to do, I knew I was right and I really didn't care about repercussions." Since entering the political arena, Swift has consistently encouraged her fans to register to vote. In September 2023, her Instagram post on the topic led to over 35,000 new registrations and a 1,226% increase in activity on vote.org's website. So, what do you think about Taylor Swift's decision to openly endorse Kamala Harris? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below and don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to Motion Sugar for more amazing videos like this.